Hi viewers, welcome to this video lecture number 2 with the title Metrology and Measurement. Here we are going to see the important concepts and terminologies related to metrology and measurement. Come, let us get into the video. We all know that metrology is all about the measurement of the entities of a given component. So the inspection of a particular component is very essential for getting the product similar to the intended drawing. So what are the applications that require the metrology and inspection of the component? We have nearly all applications that require the metrology and inspection of a particular component. For the design and drawing, we need the accurate measurement, which can be done only by the measurement or the metrology. For the production planning, for manufacturing a component, for the assembly of number of components, we need the metrology. And for research and development, that is for developing a given component, that is changing its entity, changing its property, changing the length or the diameter, any kind of physical quantities, we require the inspection. And for pricing the component, metrology is also a very important part, because if we are getting or buying a measuring instrument, a precise measuring instrument, then we have to include the cost of the measuring instrument also during the final pricing of the given component. That also decides the pricing of the given component. So metrology is useful there for the packaging industries, marketing, surveying, banking, medical metrology, for the applications related to food factory, oil industry, piping, textile industries, environment, and aesthetics. Every application requires metrology and inspection. Now, so what is the metrology? We know that it is a science of measurement. If we measure a given quantity or entity of a particular component, it is called as a science of measurement. It is the definition for the term metrology. For ensuring the uniformity of the measurement, we need the devices, we need the instruments, we need the measuring components. That is a part of metrology science. For developing the new methods of measurement, we need to have inventions in the instrument, in the measuring instrument. And for the analyzing new methods, we require metrology. And gauges design, manufacturing, and design. For testing, we require the metrological instruments. If you want to change the unit from one form to another, say for example, changing of units from meter to inch or feet, we require a mechanism or a methodology to measure the unit, and we require the same to convert the same unit into another form. So here we need the metrology. For the research cases and industrial inspections, we all require the metrology. This diagram clearly shows what happens during the metrology, or what happens during the inspection of a particular component. Say for example, we have a standard component which has some units. Say for example, we have taken a cube. A cube has dimensions, that is physical quantity, which have equal measurements in all three directions. A cube has a length which is equal in x, y, z axis. If that is a standard, then we have to take the new component that resembles like a cube, and that is what we call as the measurand. Measurand is going to be the object in concern. So for the measurand, we need to measure the dimensions of the edges in all three dimensions, in all three directions. Say for example, x direction, y direction, and z direction. If you are getting the measurements out of the measurand, then that is compared with the dimensions of the standard component. That is what we call as the comparison process. And after comparison, we get some kind of result. And depending upon the result, we can come to the conclusion that if the measurand is meeting the specifications of the standard component. If the measurand has the same dimensions of standard component, then the measurand is converted into a final product which can be taken to the other secondary operations, or it can be taken to the final process of the manufacturing, and it can be delivered to the customer. If the measurand has some deviations with respect to the dimensions when comparing to the standard component, then the measurand is not taken as the final component, it is rejected. The component is taken as the rejected piece, and then it has to be again sent to the other manufacturing process in order to get the intended standard component. So this is all about the very simplest flow chart or the process behind the metrology. So what are the different methods used for measurement? We have a large number of measuring instruments and measuring methods for measuring a number of entities of the components. If we segregate all these measurement methods, they fall under three categories, which can be classified as direct comparison method, indirect comparison method, and comparative methods. So direct comparison is all about the primary measurement, secondary measurement, and tertiary measurement. Say for example, if you are measuring a quantity by using a steel rule or a scale, it can be called as a primary measurement. For the secondary measurement, we require a device, an additional device for getting the primary unit. That is, we have two levels of measurement. One measurement device is used for measuring the quantity, then it has to be taken to the next measurement instrument. From that, we'll be getting the methods of measurement. That is called single conversion. If we require two components or two methods for getting the final output of the standard, then that is called tertiary measurement. More than one conversion, they fall under the category of tertiary measurement. And the second classification is all about the indirect comparison, in which the physical quantities are not directly obtained in the indirect comparison method. We get a quantity or we get a value, from that we have to go for a conversion. Then after the conversion, we'll get the exact value, intended value. So the output we receive here in this type, in the second type, is all about the indirect conversion method. Third one is called the comparative. We are using the comparators. Comparators are the special devices, measuring devices, which can operate using a different kinds of principles. Say for example, mechanical, electrical, hydraulic, or the pneumatic means. If the components are used to measure a given quantity, if they are working with the use of mechanisms, it can be classified as the mechanical comparator. If a particular system uses the electrical means for getting the unit, it will be called as the electrical comparator. Similarly, if we are using the pressure of oil, it will be called as a hydraulic comparator, and if you are using the pressure of air, it will be called as a pneumatic comparator. So we have a number of measuring methods and methodologies available for measuring a particular component, which will be discussed further in the subsequent lectures. Stay tuned. Thank you, everyone.